got fed up with their lives and staged their own deaths. Ooh.
Thanks for letting me crash here last night.
Oh, certainly, it's my pleasure anytime. I just hope that you and Caleb are going to be able to work things out, sweetheart.
I'm a little too scared to wish for that, but I'm hopeful.
Oh, yeah.
Was it my imagination? Or were you just a little bit down last night?
No, I just got a lot on my mind, darling, that's all.
Well, you know, if there's anything I can do to help.
That's very sweet of you, and I appreciate it a lot, darling, but it's something I'm going to have to take care of myself if I can.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go change before Caleb calls. I'll see you in a minute.
Dear Lucinda, just a little something to let you know how much last night meant to me. My love and respect, Scott.
Good morning, Scott.
Good morning.
Julie, all I want is a chance for us to find out exactly what feelings are left and where we can go from here.
Looks like you're thinking mighty hard about something.
Hey, Cal, when'd you get back?
About a half an hour ago. I thought I'd check out both the farms before I head in town and see Lila.
How'd everything go in Waco?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. But I'm not going to pitch in the towel. I still got a couple good cards to play. Listen, I bring you greetings from all the gang down there, and they can't wait to come up for the wedding.
Cal, about the wedding. Angel and I, we called it off.
Why?
Well, I still have a lot of things to work out about Julie. Before I can figure out where my life's heading, I'm going to work around the farm here.
Hold on here a minute. Now, what about Angel?
Well, I hurt her pretty badly. Not on purpose, of course. But she moved out of Mama's place. She's going to go and stay at the farmhouse with Lily.
I sure can't say that I'm glad to hear this, but... You got serious reservations. I guess it's better now than later. Any news about Holden?
Hey, hello there.
Oh, hey, Emma.
Welcome home.
Have you heard anything about Holden?
No, there's been no news yet, I'm sorry to say.
Well, when Josh called, Meg said that you were going to radio the captain of that freighter.
Well, we are, as soon as Lucinda can give us the names of those 3 men who signed on the day Holden pawned his watch and ring.
Well, that's... why wait?
Well, it's obvious that Holden, you know, is using an assumed name, so we didn't know what...
There's still no reason to wait. I mean, why don't you just radio the captain of the freighter and ask him to talk to those 3 men and figure out which one of them's Holden?
You were right, Larry. Tonight, Daryl admitted that he's Jennifer's father. I don't want to involve you in this any more than I already have.
I am involved because I care about you. And on top of everything else, I can't imagine how much this must hurt you.
I just don't think anybody can ever understand what it feels like to find out that your husband and your sister that you've trusted all your life, they had an affair, Larry, and they lied to me about it. They lied. They lied.
Franny.
As the World Turns. This portion brought to you today by Duncan Hines, helping you bake your moist, delicious best.
So powerful cleaning and bright colors. You cheer with Color Guard bleach.
Thirsty, man. Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
Anything for me?
Vegetables.
Okay, let's sit up. Soda, OJ, some purple stuff, Sunny Delight.
Sunny D. That's cool. You're
great.
It's just like orange and tangerine. Yeah, and lime. Some healthy junk, too.
Hey, this is good stuff. Your mom's all right.
Yeah, she's cool. Sunny Delight. The good stuff kids go for.
I cannot believe that you would actually show up here this morning. What am I saying? I'm not surprised. Because it's obvious I've never known you at all, Barbara.
That's not true. We have always been close. We are sisters.
No. Real sisters trust each other. The way I trusted you before the truth finally came out last night.
Please, Franny, I don't want Bob and Kim knowing about this
Oh,
just
don't
yet,
worry
okay?
about it, Barbara. They've already left for work. You don't have to worry about anybody hearing the truth, anybody hearing about your affair with Daryl and Grove.
It wasn't an affair.
A one-night stand, then. You had his baby 9 months later. A small little detail that my loving sister forgot to tell me for how long? 2 years?
Because I didn't want to hurt you.
No. You were protecting yourself, as usual.
You are wrong, Franny. And the reason I came over here this morning was because I forgot to tell you something last night. After all this time I spent with Hal this summer, I came back here determined to tell you the truth. And when I got back here, everything had fallen apart between you and Daryl. I couldn't very well tell you
I
then.
about last night, too. Like when I got back from Switzerland that night. You remember that? How you were when I was telling you that I finally realized why it was that you'd been so uptight around me. I saw the fear in your eyes, Barbara. And now I finally know why. You were terrified that I was talking about Jennifer.
All right. All right, I admit it. It's true. But Franny, I love you. I'd give anything if this hadn't happened.
No.
I don't...
No! It is too late. The only thing that you can do is get out of my sight.
Morning! Sorry, I just wanted to say hi before I left, but I get the feeling I interrupted something.
No, Emily, you didn't at all. As a matter of fact, Barbara was just leaving. The two of you can walk out together. Have a nice day, Emily.
Well, I think that's a good idea because I don't trust Lucinda or her detectives, and I don't think she's really trying to find Holden.
Listen, she knows what Lily's going through. I don't think she'd leave any stone unturned.
And don't forget, she came up with those detectives the very morning that Holden disappeared, and detectives cost good money.
Cal,
Hey, Ned.
Caleb, Meg told me you were out here. I was going to call Lucinda and see if the detectives had come up with anything.
Oh, Cal has a great idea. Tell him, Cal.
Well, I'd rather tell him over a cup of your good coffee.
Come on, let's go.
Good idea.
Mama?
Yeah.
Can I just see you for a minute?
Sure, why don't you two go on alone? I'll be right there.
Come on, Nick.
We'll see you.
What's on your mind?
Well, I just wanted to thank you. You and Ellie are the only two people who haven't told me that it was a terrible mistake to convince Julie to stay.
Well, that's not to say that I don't have very strong feelings about the situation with Julie and Angel. But, my dear young man, you are your own person. You have to make your own decisions. If you make a mistake, I hope that you'll learn by it.
Well, I just can't believe it's a mistake for Julie and I to spend time trying to figure out how we feel about each other.
Whether it is or not, it's your decision. Because it's your life. I would just hope that you wouldn't hurt anyone intentionally. All I want for you, Caleb, is to be happy.
So, what's on your agenda for today?
Oh, I was gonna go speak to Barbara about some possible modeling jobs and then register with a local agency.
Well, it sounds like you're planning on sticking around.
Well, I don't know for sure, but it doesn't hurt to cover all your bases. If Caleb calls, tell him I'll try and reach him out at the farm. Okay?
Bet I will.
Okay. So how's Lucinda treating you? Huh?
Well, it's one big challenge after another.
I'll bet.
So have you told her you're planning on sticking around?
No, I think I'll let her find that out on her own, seeing as she won't be too thrilled about it.
Oh, really? I thought she was rather accommodating when you showed up. She arranged a modeling job for you.
Yeah, but Lucinda always has ulterior motives. Remember that. I'm out of here. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye, darling. Have a good day.
Well, I wonder what those cryptic remarks about Lucinda add up to.
I think our little Julie knows from where she speaks. She's had some rather unfortunate run-ins with old Lucy.
On second thought, let's leave Lucinda out of our conversation. Although I should warn you, I'm going to invite her to Grandmother's party, along with Lily.
Scott, now, as far as inviting Lily, I think that's wonderful. You know, I adore the child, but Lucinda? Huh, Lucy the Ledge? Oh, no, I don't think so.
Why should you object to my inviting my employer to my grandmother's party?
It's just, darling, I'm trying to protect you from mistakes.
Mistake? What mistake?
Look, I'm only saying this because I love you. But look, you're a grown man. You can make your own decisions, but a mother always tries to protect her son from any kind...
Protect?
Yes.
I don't need your protection. You know, you only graced my life a few short months ago, but prior to that time, I was living on my own, doing just fine, and that's the way I intend to keep it.
I think maybe we should drop this for now.
No, I think we should discuss this. You see, I think the reason you're having these proprietary feelings stems from the fact that I'm living here.
My dear, what do you mean by that?
I mean that this conversation makes it perfectly clear it's time for me to get a place of my own.
Isn't it great to be a baby? Isn't it great to be in love?
Ooh, this is fun. It wouldn't be if Kayla's diaper leaked. So now Love's Phases introduces new leg cuffs to give every caller girl extra protection.
Isn't it great?
Love's new cuffs are soft, yet form a tough barrier to gaps and leaks. Unlike the leg cuffs on this other leading diaper, Love's cuffs won't let wetness through. Love stops leaks better. I've got it made.
Isn't it great to be a baby?
'Cause now, Love stops leaks better.
Isn't it great to be in love?
When your sinuses are closing in on you, what you need is a sinus spray like Sinex. Only Sinex adds Vicks Vapors to its decongestant, so at last you can feel your sinuses open up. For sinus, think Sinex.
The makers of Rice-A-Roni would like to present another San Francisco treat. Noodle-Roni. 16 great-tasting pasta dishes like fettuccine and angel hair parmesan. So when you want something your family will love as much as Rice-A-Roni, it's just arrived.
Noodle-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Wednesday night is for breaking the rules. Taking the system to all new heights. Wednesday night, the Hat Squad.
You know what? I don't care if you do fire me. Do I still have a job?
Well, you're an early bird this morning. Catch any worms yet?
Scott Eldridge in his office?
Well, I just got in myself, but since Steve Hennessy just asked me when he was coming back from the Big Apple, I don't think so.
He got back from the Big Apple last evening.
He certainly is a fast worker.
Thelma, I'm expecting a call from Ned Simon. When he calls, you take it. Say that I do not know. I have not heard anything from my detectives yet. And get me Bill McGraw immediately on the phone. River House, the Riverfront Project, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Morning, Lily.
Good morning, darling. So good to see you here.
For you?
Ah,
all of them done.
Oh, wonderful. I have so many plans for us. I can work right through lunch today.
Oh, I can't. John got back from L.A. and I'm going to go over to the hospital and see him and Iva for lunch.
Oh, John got back already? Isn't that early?
Yeah, I guess he was supposed to be there 2 more weeks, but he flew home.
Any news of the impending wedding from the budding bride?
Not yet, but since she is pregnant, I'm sure it'll be soon.
If you cannot make lunch because you're otherwise engaged. How about supper?
No, I can't do that. I've invited Angel to stay at the farmhouse, and she's moving in tonight.
Good heavens, dear. Is that wise? It'll break Emma's heart if she moves out.
Well, this isn't for everybody's ears, but, Caleb and Angel have called the wedding off, and she's really hurting.
Why? Why are they calling off?
Because of Julie.
Well, Julie's gone. Julie's in L.A.
You surprise me because you usually know absolutely everything. Caleb convinced her to stay on in Oakdale.
Kim was so worried about Margot, she didn't sleep at all last night.
I hardly think of anything else myself.
You know, the risk of Margot being infected is very slim. I mean, many people that test HIV positive, I mean, it's years before any symptoms of AIDS appear. And please God, we'll find a cure soon.
Oh, Margot and Tom are coming in to talk to Audrey again. And they're setting up an appointment to see Lynn Michaels. You know, talk about this nightmare that's hanging over them.
That's a good idea. I have a call out to a friend of mine, Chicago General, who deals with AIDS cases.
Well, if you find out anything, let me know, okay?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I saw Franny leave with Daryl last night from the party. Is that a good sign?
No, she was in her room when I left this morning. I don't know why.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Larry, Mom wasn't in her office.
No, she's taking Inez out to the Earl Mitchell Center.
So did you two work everything out last night?
Why don't we have a chance? By the time I got home, Inez was upstairs with Susan, and the sofa was made out for me.
Oh, look, I know Mom's a little paranoid on the subject of Franny, but, well, given your history, I can't say I
Oh, come
blame
on,
her.
don't start ganging up on me, too, will you?
Let's just say I was glad it was me and not Mom who walked back in Kim's yard last night
Listen,
and saw Franny in your arms.
You have got that whole thing wrong. Franny got some bad news dumped on her. All I did was try and help her out of it. That's all that...
Fine.
Hi.
Morning.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was hoping we could have that talk that got short-circuited last night.
Oh, I'm running late this morning, so...
You know, I can't believe this, Mom. You entertained Inez all night long, then you raced her out to the center this morning, and now you can't spare just a few minutes with your real daughter.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'll make the time.
And don't forget the long-standing date that we have today after work, too.
Where did you, end up going so late last night?
Actually, he stopped by the cellar, and I caught a lift home with him. How about that talk you promised me?
Well, I was hoping that we could go home and have lunch with Aaron because he's missed you so much.
That would be fun, but Tom and Margot are coming in to see Audrey, and I've got to stick around to talk to them afterwards.
Oh, I know. She's still traumatized by the rape. I could see it all
She asked
through
me
the
not
party.
to tell anybody this.
Well, then don't.
I think it's important that you know it.
John, if Tom and Margot don't want you
The
to say
guy
anything...
that raped Margot has tested HIV positive.
What made Princess Di punch, kick, and scratch Charles? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
How will Vanna handle the heartbreak of losing her baby? This week's National Enquirer has the touching story. Are Delta Burke and Major Dad headed for divorce? What's the scandal behind Oprah's show on bigamy?
It's all in this week's Enquirer.
How can you tell if your spouse still loves you? Find out in this week's Enquirer, filled with fascinating features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
In the battle against plaque, the Colgate Plus toothbrush is armed to the teeth with a diamond-shaped head and dual bristles to help combat plaque, even between teeth. Colgate Plus, in the fight against plaque, it's a plus.
There is one gentle antibacterial soap doctors recommend more than any other. Aren't you glad you used Dial?
Yep, it's a dull, boring morning. 65 degrees. No wind. No clouds. Dull.
I've heard it through the grapevine. Raised in the California
breakfast.
Do you believe in ghosts?
What do you want?
These newlyweds didn't, but they do now.
It's the house. We can't let it beat us.
Because they moved into America's most haunted house.
We gotta get out of here!
Now, see actual footage of ghostly happenings in an all-new special, Haunted Lives, Wednesday.
Caleb, look. The leaves are starting to turn color. Oh, isn't that exciting?
I am going to personally show you every single gold and red leaf on this entire farm.
I just love it so much here. Just one exciting thing after another. And just think, maybe by next summer we'll have ourselves our own little Snyder to show all the wonders of this farm to.
Well, I like hearing about that almost as much as I love you.
Oh, really? How much is that?
More than I can tell you. So maybe I'll just show you. I never did get a chance to show you those leaves. Everything went so wrong. Maybe this year. Oh, hey, any news about that freighter?
Yeah, thanks to Cal's suggestion, the Boston Port Authority has come up with its name, Route to the Orient, and the name of the captain.
And we've composed a wire to send to the captain, so...
Super, I'll keep my fingers
Yes,
crossed.
yes, yes.
I gotta get back to work.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Julie called. She's at Fashions.
Great. Okay, I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Barbara.
You're welcome.
Not just for the coffee, but thanks for seeing me this morning before you
Oh,
opened.
no problem. It's nice to see you.
You too. So, what are the possibilities of me getting some modeling work for you?
Julie, didn't I just hear that you completed a shoot for Olivia Wycroft?
Yes, I did. Yesterday, but just between me and you, I would much rather work for BRO or Simply Barbara, not have to deal with Lucinda at all.
Well, I certainly can understand that. Barbara, are you okay? Sure.
You seem like you're a little nervous or something.
No, I just have a lot of work to do after a very, very long vacation. Why don't you give this a try and see if it works? I'll take your coffee.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, glad you like it.
Great.
Good morning. Take that back. It's a horrible, ugly morning. I had such a bad disagreement with Scott. He's going to move out.
Well, it must have been a full moon last night. Daryl told Franny about Jennifer.
What happened?
My sister told me she never wants to see me again.
No, Mom, things didn't go very well last night with Daryl at all. I was just so glad when he finally apologized to Larry, but then when we got home, he just hit me with something that I don't know. I just don't know how to deal with it. Anyway, I called him this morning to talk some more about it, and Freda said that he never came home last night. Yeah, I guess another one of his mysterious trips, just like the night he took off from the cabin when it was supposedly broken into. Mother, no! I am not overreacting. You tell me, what am I supposed to think? Where did he go last night? It's just the same thing over and over and over.
I hope you enjoyed your time off, Harold.
Oh, yeah, it was great. But, you know, I'm kind of anxious to get back to work.
Oh, good. Because I want to talk to you about what you'll be doing for us now and the substantial raise that goes with your new responsibility. And trust.
Before I leave for Oakdale, Oh, hello, Harold. I wish you were still driving for us. You were the best driver I ever had.
Oh, it's very nice of you to say that, Mrs.
Vicky, we're busy. Would you get to the point?
I just want to know what that emergency meeting with Daryl Crawford last night was all about, since I'll probably be working with him in Oakdale today.
When it comes to choosing a pain reliever, the makers of Tylenol believe the more information you have, the better. That's why it's important to know ibuprofen is different than Tylenol. Doctors know ibuprofen can sometimes irritate your stomach. In fact, most ulcer patients shouldn't use it. But they can take Tylenol. Hospitals use Tylenol 4 times more than ibuprofen. For effective relief that's gentler to your stomach, trust Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
When babies teeth, their little mouths go through big pains. Stop it with Baby Ambisol, because it gives temporary relief on contact. Alcohol-free Baby Ambisol.
After examining, testing, it's a fact. You can buy new Preparation H hydrocortisone cream with the maximum strength available without a prescription to relieve problem itch. New Preparation H hydrocortisone cream. Prescription strength without a prescription.
Hey, we've never been formally introduced, but it's me, your TV. Look, we've had some great times together.
Ready, stand up.
But now you just flip the remote, which is very irritating. You know, there's a better way to watch TV. Just pick up TV Guide. It's got all the stuff you need to find the shows you want to watch. So go get it, because if you're not going to cooperate, I'll pick something for you.
It's polka time!
Every channel. Don't watch TV in the dark.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
We won watching Major Dad! You can win too with America's Favorites, the new season premiering on CBS, and Nabisco Cookies and Crackers. Win one of a million great snacks, one of 10,000 Walt Disney World family vacations, or $1 million from Nabisco. Get your game card and TV Guide or at Nabisco Displays. Play the America's Favorites giveaway tonight.
This is CBS.
I'm not dumb. I know what Weight Watchers is doing with this free registration deal. They get you in there with this incredible deal. Teach you how to eat right, get you looking great, really slender. Oh, the best you've ever looked. And then you go out and walk around and people come up to you and they say, oh, how did you do that? And you say, Weight Watchers. And bingo, you've become this free, walking, talking advertisement for them. Want to know where to sign up?
Call now and save $19 with free registration. Join Weight Watchers today.
A sandwich isn't a sandwich without Miracle Whip. But I do something new with Miracle Whip. I cook with it. Since I love that tiny zip on a ham and cheese sandwich, now I mix Miracle Whip in my cheesy ham casserole. Then I thought, if Miracle Whip is great in chicken salad, why not baste it on baked chicken? Get cooking with Miracle Whip salad dressing. It's not just for sandwiches anymore.
What's for dessert? Call 1-800-MIRACLE for new fall recipes.
My husband always embarrasses me in public. Next Donahue, he constantly picks his teeth and smokes those foul-smelling cigars. How can I stop him from embarrassing me in public? Next Donahue.
Wednesday morning at 8 on Channel 4.
The next soap where they got fed up with their lives and staged their own deaths. Ooh.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
There's nothing you need to know about my meeting with Crawford.
May I remind you that I had something to do with your original business with Daryl, so I don't appreciate being treated like
You really won't appreciate the way you're being treated if you don't drop it now.
But what about Candace Rogers? A few weeks ago, you told me I had no reason to worry about her. Since then,
We'll
she
discuss
hasn't
it
been
another
seen
time.
at Bush.
I can put your mind at ease by telling you Gavin Kruger will pull through.
Well, I hope that doesn't mean that Arthur's in danger.
Have a nice trip to Oakdale, darling, and let me know when you're coming home.
Nice to see you again, Harold.
Sorry about that. Bad timing. Hey. Where were we?
You were about to outline my new responsibilities.
Right. As I said, this promotion is a sign of the great trust we place in you and your work. Yes, Joanne? No, all right, put him on. This won't take long. Well, good morning. Glad to hear you sounding so much better.
I
know that it's rough to hear about these things that are happening to
Well,
me.
I wish you hadn't have said anything.
Well, hopefully we are going to be married shortly, and the married people shouldn't keep things from one another. That's why I told you. I mean, you remember the terrible time we went through with Aaron?
Yeah, and I also remember the time with Lucinda when you told her I was pregnant and I didn't want her to know.
Are we going to go back to that?
John, it is the principle of the thing. Margot asked you not to tell me, not to say anything to me or anybody else
Does it
about
ever
this.
occur to you that maybe I shared this with you so I can speak to you about it so that you're not in the dark? That's why I tell you.
How am I supposed to keep up a front knowing now with Margot?
Well, if that's all that's bothering you, I'm sure after she's had time to come to grips with this thing, she'll tell me it's all right to tell you
John,
anyway.
what is bothering me is that you make decisions on your own to say things when people that you claim to love ask you not to.
That I claim to love. I love you. I know you were wondering about why I dropped everything in L.A. and I came running back here. Well, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying to you. I came back because of what's going on with Margot's, so you can understand what's going on here.
I don't think you're ever gonna understand. Never mind.
Oh, I'm glad we had a chance to talk, even though the one subject we avoided was this Franny and Larry business.
Well, that's one subject that I don't want to get into with anybody, including Larry.
I know your insecurities, Mom. I've been there, remember? Take a little unsolicited advice. Give him a longer leash, at least until he knows how he really feels about her. It may only be a knee-jerk reaction to an old friend in need.
Franny is a lot more than an old friend. And I don't want to wake up someday and find out that he wants to go back to his old lover.
Well, I certainly hope you don't. Just try not to make it any harder on yourself by pushing him into an argument like you did last night.
What did he tell you about that?
Only enough to know that asking Inez over without first clearing it with him, he saw it as a way of avoiding a serious heart-to-heart. That's enough to drive any man into the dark. We'll talk later.
Hello, Emily.
Graham.
Emily, I really did want to thank you for the opportunity you've given Evan.
Oh, well, he's making his own opportunities. M&A will only profit from them.
Well, even his own sister didn't recognize his potential. I'm just so glad you did.
Well, I'm off to see Barbara Ryan, so I better go.
Emily, do you think we could have lunch together today?
Sure, Graham. I'll be in touch.
Okay, then.
So what else did Franny say? Just that she doesn't know where Daryl is. You know, he told her something last night that really upset her.
How's Franny?
I was just saying to Larry, not as well as I'd hoped.
Well, I guess I should get into Ellen and Edwina. Excuse me.
Is that my imagination, or is she feeling uncomfortable with me right now?
I told her about Margot.
John, Margot told you not to say anything.
I know. I gotta. Oh, come on. I'm sure you've told Cal.
Hey, Lila!
Oh! Oh.
Me too. Listen, I got to run over Lucinda's, but, how's Margot?
These figures for Kruger International are extraordinary.
I knew it, darling.
Nothing at M&A prepared me for this. Nothing.
I was counting on that.
Well, yes, it's exciting, but when Holly gets back, he's my #1 priority.
I should think so. Thelma, that's all. I'm sorry.
And I want to know how he managed
Good morning.
to have that kind of capital.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
You just getting into the office?
Oh, no, I was at my desk when the bell rang. This is the report on my trip to New York.
Uh-huh.
Lily, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Why don't we go over this report on your trip to New York a little bit later?
Oh,
My meeting
there's
with Lily.
There's no rush. Actually, I'm meeting with a realtor about an apartment.
Not staying safely ensconced with Mother?
Well, that was just a temporary arrangement. And now that Julie's back in town, looks like she's going to be staying for a while. I thought it'd be a good time for me to move out, give her back her old room. So maybe you and I could get together later and have a meeting too, Lily.
Walt Disney's The Rescuers Down Under was a video hit with kids everywhere.
That was so much fun. I loved it.
Now Bernard and Bianca are back in an all-new movie on video. Walt Disney's The Rescuers. When a girl named Penny needs help and time is running out,
Do they want us now?
it's time to call The Rescuers. Everyone's pitching in. On land, on sea, and in the air.
The Rescuers are cool.
Your kids will love The Rescuers on video cassette. Bring it home today.
What can the ocean spray cranberry do that no other taste can do? Hit it, boys.
Bow, bow, bow. Think about, think about, think about.
Sweet tart.
Sweet tart. Ocean spray cran drinks. It's amazing what a little cran can do.
Bow, bow, bow. Think about,
And wait till you taste what a little cran can do in Ocean Spray Cran Strawberry. Cranberry strawberry drink.
Introducing Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache Formula for allergies that hurt from sinus pain or a headache. When allergies come on strong enough to hurt, new Benadryl Allergy Sinus Headache Formula comes on stronger.
There's a new love in my life. Multigrain wheat thins. 6 whole grains baked in for a crunchy, delicious taste. And they're low fat. Everybody knows grains are good for you, but it's the taste that got me. New multigrain wheat thins. I love the taste.
July 5th. Been meaning to ask you. How are things with Valerie?
Oh, I called her last night after I got the optimistic report from Debbie's doctors. That reminds me. I have to ask you something. If this new medication does the trick for Debbie, I'd like her to come out here and meet you and the family. If you are 100% comfortable with it.
I would love it. I would love to. I'd love to get to know your daughter.
I thought that might be your reaction. There's some other news I've been saving up, Miss Damour.
Yes?
Journey's End goes to press the end of this week, and we hope to have it out by the holidays.
That's wonderful.
Congrats.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, can I tell Caleb the good news?
What?
Guess what?
What?
Your mama's book is going to be published for the holidays. Isn't that
Well, that's
wonderful?
great.
Yes.
Yeah, now we have 2 published authors in the house.
Yes. Well, where you going all dressed up?
I got in touch with Julie, and I'm going to go have lunch with her in town.
Oh, you are? Well, say hello.
I will. All right. See y'all later.
Oh, honey, you look adorable in that. Doesn't she, Barbara? Doesn't she look?
Oh, yes. That's terrific, Julie. Why don't you tell Ron Gillette that I'll be contacting him to book you for a shoot next month, all right?
Well, I'm not with the Gillette agency anymore. Oh. Or Ron either. Actually, we called off the wedding.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
No, it's okay. It's much better this way. Actually, I'm starting to feel pretty good about things, like something wonderful is about to happen.
Oh, honey, Julie, old Lucy called this morning earlier. She wants you to come by and pick up your check for the picture shoot yesterday, personally from her.
Well, that check wasn't supposed to be ready until next week. I asked her to send it here, care of you. Wonder what she's up to.
I don't know, but watch your step and your back. I'm going to see if there's something else for you out front.
Great.
Okay. Look, Julie, you are welcome to stay with me for as long as you need to.
Oh, thanks. But don't you think it's a little crowded there with Scott and...
No, it isn't. No, he's going to move out.
Oh, gosh, I hope it wasn't anything I did.
No. Oh, no, it's not that. He just feels it's time to be on his own, and I'm going to miss him so terribly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, great, then. That's wonderful. At least till Caleb and I figure out what's going on. We're having lunch later.
Julie, I found something else I'd
so
like to
glad.
have you give a try, too. See if this works.
Oh, whoa, this is great. Well, Barbara, I know that you are really upset about Franny's reaction, but don't worry. She's going to come around.
I don't think you'd say that if you had heard her.
Ah. Now, you said the same thing about Hal. And look how things are working out between the two of you.
Hal and Jennifer my whole life right now. I'm just so worried.
Worried? About what?
The Harpers gave Hal another promotion, which means that now he's even going to be in more danger.
You'll be spending most of your time working out of Julius's home.
Why Julius's home?
Some of our more delicate accounts are kept there. When the family business started, it was a real mom and pop operation, so there's office space and a vault in Julius's basement. It also means you'll be working much more closely with all three of us.
Oh, great. Naturally, I welcome a promotion of any kind.
We've observed your progress carefully since you first came to work with us, Harold. Everything about you fits exactly. Yes. All right, send him in. Our new driver's here. He'll take us over to Julius's in a bit. It's another perk. Now you'll have a driver at your disposal.
Well, that's very generous of you, sir.
Morning, Mr. Harper. Hello, George. Harold Gleason. Meet George Jessup.
You have your period. You can't sleep.
My back aches.
You're in pain. The night seems endless. You don't have to suffer. Introducing Midol PM, the maximum strength menstrual pain reliever with a safe, gentle ingredient to soothe you to sleep.
So much to do tomorrow.
Ordinary pain relievers like Tylenol, gel caps, and Advil relieve only pain. Midol PM helps you sleep. So you'll wake up refreshed in the AM. Midol helps it all go away.
Oh, Betty, something new! Introducing Betty Crocker Supreme Dessert Bars in 4 great flavors.
Your chocolate peanut butter drives me nuts. Your lemon gives me chills.
How do you do it?
Your caramel turns me inside out. Your chocolate toffee sends me thrills.
Betty Crocker Dessert Bars. There's never been anything quite like them.
Dad! You sweet talker!
New dessert bars.
Betty Crocker!
You want everything for your baby to be gentle. Like his first formula. We chose Carnation Good Start. Its protein is specially processed to make it gentle. Remember, breast milk is best, but Good Start formula is made to be gentle.
For the itch and pain of bug bites and allergic rashes, even the new, stronger hydrocortisones can't give you the kind of relief you get from Benadryl Maximum Strength Cream because it stops the pain and blocks the itch. Benadryl Maximum Strength Cream or Spray.
Tell you how much I missed you, granddaughter. The whole gang down in Waco sends their regards, their love, and their prayers.
How's my dad doing?
He's healthy as a mule and twice as stubborn.
Just like you.
Yeah, let's sit down here. Wait for Lucinda. You know, before I left, things got so doggone hectic that I didn't get a chance to tell you what was really on my mind. I mean about you coming to work for Worldwide.
What about it?
Well, I'm afraid that you may be jumping the gun for emotional reasons, and that's not the best basis for a business decision.
I'm just desperate for a new challenge right now. And when I'm working here, I am so busy that I don't have time to think about anything else.
Yeah, but I'm afraid that now that Lucinda's got you, she's not going to let you go.
No, Cal, don't worry about that. I made that perfectly clear. When Holden gets back, I am leaving.
Well, I hope for your sake it's going to be as easy as you think. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this Holden business, and no matter how you slice it, it just does not make a lot of sense.
I know. I keep picturing him on that freighter, still too angry to even call me.
Yes, ma'am. That's where I get hung up. That is not like him.
I know.
But there's an answer out there somewhere, and I promise you that I will turn over every rock in God's creation to get it for you.
Yeah.
Hey!
Successful trip?
Yeah, well, let's just say that my money is doing a lot better here than the investment I've got in that strict coal oil field reclamation. Anything new?
Yes, as a matter of fact, something has come up. Bill McGraw in Chicago, River House.
Mm-hmm.
Got on the phone with him this morning. You're not going to believe this. The co-op board of the River House has denied Jessica and Duncan their application for the penthouse apartment.
On what possible grounds?
Oh, darling. None officially. However, I spoke with Mr. McGraw, who doesn't want negative publicity. He's trying to fill up the rest of the apartment, so he promises me that Duncan will have another meeting with the board at Duncan's convenience.
Well, you know, I don't know if I would want to live any place that would not let people in because of racial prejudice.
You can say that again.
That's not the issue here. It's the principle of the thing, and Duncan is very mad, and I'm with him, 100%.
Excuse me. Steve has read the new Kruger figures, and he'll take the meeting with Cal and Lily.
What about Duncan?
He's not going to be with us this morning. He'll be here this afternoon.
All right.
All right, we'll
Hey.
do that.
You know, it pleases me a lot.
Thelma,
that
did
you're in
Mr.
on
Gray
this
call
stuff,
back?
granddaughter.
Well, I mean, learning.
Hello, Scott.
How are you?
Thelma, forget that call right now.
So, how'd the apartment hunting go?
Terrific. Terrific. I actually found a very nice sublet not too far from here.
Yeah, told you this guy was fast.
Scott, Lily and Cal are sitting in a meeting with Steve Hennessy and Kruger. Would you sit in on it too, please?
Of course. Of course.
Scott, I do appreciate your attitude. Thank you.
What do you expect?
You were cross with me last night, and I just wasn't sure, but I'm very appreciative that you've come in and no pouting or sulking or anything, just ready and eager to do some work.
Well, Mrs. Walsh, I promised you in New York that I wouldn't let my personal feelings for you interfere with my doing my job.
Have you said anything to your folks about Barbara and Daryl?
No. I couldn't, Larry.
Franny, they're gonna find out sooner or later.
I'm really just trying to find a way to sort through all this on my own, you know. My session with Dr. Michaels didn't even seem to help.
Hey, maybe what you need is a session with Dr. Larry over some of that famous cafeteria warm tea.
I really don't know how I would have made it through last night without you there. Larry, you know, it doesn't seem fair of me to keep dragging you into the middle of all this.
Save it. Save it for our session. Come on. The tea awaits.
Emily. Wait, see? Now that's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to agree with Larry. Avoiding the subject is not going to help.
I know that. It's just that I keep thinking if we really get into this, then he's going to start saying a lot of things that I'm afraid of.
Wouldn't that be better than living with all these doubts?
I don't know. I just know that I love him so much. I don't know how I'd behave if I found out it was over. On the other hand, living with all this uncertainty all the time is just scaring me. It's the worst possible thing for somebody with an addictive personality.
Have you told him this?
I even told him when he was proposing.
Well, then tell him again.
Ow.
Excuse me.
Sure. I guess you know Evan's looking for another place.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm sure living next door to Courtney now is difficult for him. Did he ever say anything to you about what went wrong between them?
No. No, he didn't.
Courtney hasn't said anything at all. She won't answer any of my questions. But I actually think I have a feeling what it is.
Well, Lila, I just want to make sure that you understand that I didn't push John to tell me about that.
I didn't think that you did, Ira. It's just, I don't want to let them know right now because they have enough to deal with right now.
Yeah, I understand. You know, this really bothers me about John, that he makes these decisions on his own when people that he cares about ask him not to.
Yeah, well, that's the way John's always been. It's caused trouble in every relationship he's ever had. Even with his children.
Well, what brings you here?
Oh, just a routine checkup with Dr. Samuels. Time to schedule a mammogram.
Good for you. Hey, listen, I know you and Franny have been spending a lot of time together lately. And if ever your sister needed you,
It's now more than ever.
Now on video cassette.
This is Fern Gully.
Don't you wish all your friends from Fern Gully
I'm Krista.
could come out and play?
We could fix that for you.
Well, now they can.
Wow!
There's Krista,
Are you really a human?
Batty Coda, and Zach. For a limited time, your Forest Adventure set is free with purchase of the hit movie Fern Gully, rated G.
Isn't this great?
For $24.98 or $5 less with rebate. Additional video purchase required. Details inside Fern Gully.
1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. 1 gram of fat, or 1 gram of fat. Weight Watchers announces a first. New Smart Ones, the only line of entrees with 1 gram of fat. Luscious chicken mirabella, lavish pasta portofino, with an amazing 1 gram of fat. So why eat this when you can indulge in this? New Smart Ones.
Total indulgence, zero guilt.
Day after day, you make those glasses of thick Metamucil disappear. Why not make them all disappear with FiberCon? Doctor-recommended FiberCon gives you the same fiber regularity in tablets.
Easy to swallow tablets.
Get doctor-recommended FiberCon.
Kids count on Sears for smiles, and moms count on Sears for savings. Get a 10 by 13, 2 8 by 10, 3 5 by 7s, and 15 wallets. Half off was $21.95, now $10.95. Plus 16 petites free. Get Sears.
Oh, it's gonna be like old times having you back. I want to hear everything. Tell me all about Lisa Ann.
Look what I found outside.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, yourself. Hi.
So what have you been doing this morning?
I've been trying on lots and lots of gorgeous clothes. You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Let's do it.
Have fun.
Maybe this time they'll live happily ever after.
Oh, I hope so.
Can I use your phone? Sure. Be my guest.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Scott, I'm so glad to see you. Please, I'm sorry about this morning.
Oh, no, don't be. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Well, I hope this doesn't mean there's going to be a rift in our relationship.
Not at all. It's just healthier for me to have a place of my own. In fact, I found one.
What? Oh, really? Where?
Maple, 517 Maple. 6th floor, it's furnished, it's very nice.
That's so funny. I think that's Barbara's old building. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the same apartment that she sold to Blake Stevens.
Thanks very much. Hi, Scott. Don't tell me Lucinda actually gave you a lunch hour.
Well, actually, I took one. And if you're free, I'd love you to share it with me.
Not to worry. Amelia Cerrone won't be there to testify against her own family or implicate us. The dear lady took a trip to the mountains. Checked into a cabin, checked out. Permanently. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, come in. Mr. Harper? Hi, George. As soon as Harold Gleason's back from lunch, we'll drive over to Julius's.
You sure you can trust him?
Absolutely. He's worked for us for almost 2 years now, and he's checked out carefully and repeatedly. Why?
I don't know, it's just I have the feeling I've seen that guy somewhere else, but I can't be sure.
Hi. I just ran into Scott and Emily.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's taking her to lunch.
You don't look too thrilled.
Well, I like Emily, but it's just I would give anything to know what in the world ever happened with Scott and Connor.
Why didn't you ask Connor?
Scott would go through the ceiling.
I just ran into Franny at the hospital, and I'll tell you, if looks could kill. I was with Bob, and we were...
You didn't tell Bob?
No, but I think it's only a matter of time before Franny does. Fashions, Barbara Ryan.
Look, I can't talk long, but I need you to set up a time and a place where I can meet Franny later today.
Emma, Mr. Simon, I wasn't expecting to see you in the office here today. I wanted to let you know, Lucinda, that Carol convinced us to call the freighter directly.
We just figured there was no point in waiting, so we took the bull by the horns.
Yeah, we're going to radio the captain, ask him to talk to the 3 new crew members who signed on in Boston and find out which one is really Holden.
Now that's a good idea.
drama. What South Fork oil tycoon was known as the man you love to hate?
I think you've got the wrong Ewing.
The Trivial Pursuit TV edition. Is anyone not playing this game?
Have you heard about Jimmy Dean light turkey and pork sausage? Something else. Lean cuts of turkey, fresh pork. And listen to this, 77% fat-free. And maybe most important, it tastes good.
How can I ever forget one of my special customers, little Michael? Every week he'd come in, and every time he'd say, his eyes shining.
Stork reason, please, Mrs. Lang.
One of those reasons I had to give him immediately. The others I put in a bag for him. Now there is Stork Chocolate Reason, a long-lasting, chewy chocolate caramel covered with rich chocolate, just right for Michael.
Stork Chocolate Reason, please, Mrs. Lang.
And Michael still eats the first one immediately. Stork Chocolate Reason, the everlasting chocolate chew.
Now back pain doesn't have to ruin another night's sleep. Introducing Doan's PM. Doan starts with a unique pain reliever these brands don't have, then adds a second ingredient to help you sleep. Doan's PM for nighttime back pain.
A teenage boy falls off a deadly cliff.
Realized that he was going to be in serious trouble.
Now a daring helicopter rescue is his last hope on Rescue 911 Tuesday.
Do you have a secret? Don't be so sure.
Tapping my phone, surveilling me, spying on me.
Whether you're an ordinary citizen or a star.
There's this pounding in your heart, and you always feel like you're being hunted.
Is someone looking into your private matters? 48 Hours, Wednesday.
Blouses by Regina Porter. Nurses' uniforms provided by Nursemaid. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.